special delivery, asshole.
Alright, so this was a pleasant surprise. A couple of months ago, I got an email from the Pokemon Company's promotional whatever, and it had a special delivery box that you could pre-order. And I was like, that sounds interesting, so I went ahead and pre-ordered it. And I guess it seems to be an excuse for them to get rid of their overflow stuff. So stuff that didn't sell or stuff they just had way too much of and they needed to get rid of. So the box is a mystery. The contents you get are random. There is 1 figurine, 2 plushes, 1 pin set of 3, a hat, 1 set of 65 card sleeves, and 4 TCG packs. So basically a bunch of trash. But I thought, you know what? This could be interesting, and I like gambling, and so let's try it. The box was, I think, $49.99. I have to double check that. Looking at a lot of the products that they said could be in the box, if you bought them for what they sold on the website for, it would be a lot more than $49.99. So the game for this video will be, can we make money in that? If I had bought all of the items we get individually, would it have cost me more than this box? I got this early. It said it wasn't supposed to come till mid-November, and then I got a thing that said it shipped and it arrived within a day. So here it is, end of October, and we're just gonna crack into this. So let's see what's in here. Oh, look at that. That's nice. There's like stuff on the inside. Okay, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't really want to spoil it for myself. So I might stand it on its end and then just pull stuff out. I had it upside down, so let's just, we have it flipped the right way now, and let's just open that. Okay, that's cute. I don't mind that. Little happy special delivery Pikachu. It does not really want to stay open very well. Well, I guess it's all right. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it like that, and I just guess I'm gonna start pulling stuff out. Actually, before I start pulling stuff out, just in case you were curious how it's packaged, I know that there's various distribution hubs around the country, so I don't know if this is standard, but they just kind of seem to be tossed in there. But it seems fine, so I don't know. But that's how it came packaged. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab stuff out of it. I've kind of moved it off the desk just so we can see it, and I'm just gonna pull stuff out. I am going to target this item first because it is the item I care the least about, so let's just get it out of the way first. It looks to be a hat. Now I have a tiny ass head, so I don't wear hats because they look really silly on me. But it's a little Palmy hat, which actually is quite adorable. I'm also not very outward about my Pokemon fandom. I don't have shirts, I don't wear stuff. I have some pins on my lanyard at work, just a Mew and a Jirachi from the old card sets, but I don't tend to really telegraph that I'm a Pokemon fan, just because nerd shit. So I'd probably never wear this in public, and I don't really wear hats anyway. I'm much more of a beanie guy. So I wasn't looking too forward to this, but it's in there, so yeah. It's actually not terrible quality. It's kind of like a corduroy felt hat with the little Palmy patch on it. I love Palmy, so that's a really nice one for me. It does have an adjustable strap on the back, and I don't know what the price for this is. I will put it up on screen, but there we go. That is our first item. Palmy hat. I will probably never wear it, but maybe I'll put it in the background or something like that. I don't know. There you go. Okay. Plush. Number 1. It is Tatsugiri. I want to say, what is it? There's droopy, flaccid, and erect mode. What are his? I can't remember. Stretchy, squishy, and I don't know. Anyway, he's one of them. I'll put it on screen, what one it is. And honestly, kind of a boring one to get. I think of the 3, it's my least favorite. But I don't dislike it. It's cute. it does sit on its little rice, its little block of rice or whatever it is. And it's a Pokémon Center stretchy form. There it is. They say it right on the thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There you go. Stretchy form, Tatsugiri. He can sit there and watch the rest of the video. Next. Deck sleeves. Looks like Luxray. I don't know how old these are. 2023. Okay, so they're not old. I don't know. I don't have much call to use these, so I was gonna rip this thing open, but I think I'm just gonna leave them in here. You can see them pretty well through the thing. If I ever need to use them, I will. But yeah, again, that was just something that was included in the box that I never would have bought on my own. If you are interested in that sort of thing, this is the type of product you can expect to receive in this box. Alright, so this is something that I was actually interested in. This is a figure, the Pokemon Delicious Adventure figure. So there are several of these that you can get. The pre-order picture had a Phanpy, which was very cute. Phanpy is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, so that was the one I was hoping to get. Looks like that is not the one we got, but I have never bought a figure from these guys, from the Pokemon Center themselves. So I have no idea what to expect. The box is pretty big. I was impressed with the size of the box, which makes me think that perhaps this is actually a pretty substantial figurine. And here we have our Eevee. So that is a fairly sizable figure. I don't really have much to compare it to. I guess here's the Sitting Cuties for scale. So, you know, Sitting Cuties aren't huge, but that's pretty big for a figurine. So here's some other objects for scale. We have the Smoliv and Lechonk erasers from previous episodes. So again, pretty big. And then we have the Flygon in his ball from Remint that we've opened previously. So yeah, pretty big, very big, I would say. I don't know what set of figurines this is from. Like I said, I've never collected the figurines, I've never paid attention to figurines. I don't know what makes this a delicious adventure. I see no food, I see an apricorn, but I don't see like a bunch of food. There's a little Lugia on the back of the chest there. So, cute, I guess. Not really my thing for the most part, and quite honestly, I think Eevee, you know, I don't love Eevee. Eevee's fine. I don't dislike Eevee, but I'm not a huge fan of Eevee. So, it's cute enough. I'll keep it. I'll put it somewhere on the desk or shelf, but I have no desire to go out and buy the rest of this set. So, yeah, just a, you know, again, a taste of what sort of figurines you can expect to get. But the quality is really nice. It's heavy. It's ceramic. 2024, so it is new. Looks nicely painted. It's not chipped. It's not broken. It came in a nice box with good protection around it. So, yeah, neat, I suppose. Pins, which are pretty big, actually. Very big. Much bigger than I was expecting. We have the Axew Fracture Haxorus line here, which I like. I don't like them enough that I think I would put the pins on anything, but I like them. And yeah, I don't know. Nice enamel pins. Again, I don't know what sets you could potentially get here. I think it said set of 3, so I would expect it to always be a 3-stage evolution line. So I don't know what ones that all includes, but I assume, yeah, 2024. Okay, I was gonna say, I assume these are more recent ones because it seems like a lot of the stuff in here is more recent. So yeah, I don't know, cool. I'll put them on something. Probably not my work lanyard, but a corkboard or somewhere. Neat. All right, we have another plush, and it's Charizard, which is surprising. I am surprised they put Charizard in this box, because that indicates to me that they had too many of them, and I can't imagine that Charizard doesn't sell well. That just doesn't make sense to me. It is a Sitting Cuties, so it matches Umbreon up here. This is only the second Sitting Cuties I've ever gotten, but I was impressed with the first one, and I think I am also impressed with this one. There's a surprising amount of detail on these plushes for their size, and they seem fairly well made. I would expect something like this to have like loose strings or really jank sewing lines and stuff like that. And it's actually pretty well done. I am impressed. So if you were ever considering buying a Sitting Cuties and you did not know what they are like, I'm 2 for 2 on I would recommend them. They're cute, they're good size, and they seem high quality. So that's pretty nice. He'll definitely hang out in the background. I like him a lot. Very nice inclusion, pretty cool. Actually, is this guy a Sitting Cutie? He seems too big. Yeah, he's just a regular. So I guess maybe you get one regular and one Sitting Cutie? It doesn't specify that, but that would make sense to me. Here's a shot of the box, what it looks like on the inside. Supposedly it's reversible. Okay, for those curious, this is the fully reversed box. It does have this cute little Postman Pikachu pattern on it the whole way around. And yeah, it's adorable. It is very easily reversible. You just fold it the opposite way that it was. And now you have the cute little Pikachu instead of the bland cardboard. Okay, and that leaves our 4 packs. Now, interestingly, they were just thrown in the bottom of the box. There was no packaging around them. They were just free floating in there. Pretty much everything was. There was the one air pouch thing, and that was all we had. The listing kind of made it seem like they would all be 4 of the same set. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get 4 Obsidian Flames, aren't I? I did get an Obsidian Flames, because that doesn't surprise me at all that they were trying to get rid of those. A Scarlet and Violet base set, which is good. I always like Scarlet and Violet base set. I'm still missing Spidops EX, which is become a chase card for me, just the regular one. For some reason, it's the only card I've been unable to pull naturally. A Fusion Strike, which surprises me, because I feel like Fusion Strike has some pretty high value cards in it, unless I'm confusing it with another set. I've never opened Fusion Strike in my life, on the channel or not, so this will be a first time open. And something pretty cool, Sun Moon base set. I know that there was some sort of weirdness. I remember when Sun Moon base set came out, there was some sort of weirdness where it was like the booster boxes were seated in such a way where once you opened a pack, you could just pick through and pull the ones that were guaranteed to be hits because it was set. So I wonder if they have extras of these laying around because people didn't buy them because they're like, oh, it's rigged. Like people can pull the really good stuff and so cards are not valuable or whatever. I don't really know, but I was surprised to see Sun and Moon in there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really excited to open some new stuff on the channel and stuff that I probably wouldn't have ever gotten elsewhere. So that's pretty cool. So do I go old to new or do I go new to old? I'm gonna go, I think, new to old. So we'll start with the Obsidian Flames, which we have opened plenty of on the channel at this point. All right, it has been so long since I did this. I don't remember how to even do it. So the 3 more modern sets all seem to be singles with the cardboard packaging, but the Sun and Moon is just an individual loose pack, which makes me think that those are booster boxes that they never sold, that have just been languishing in the warehouse that they just broke up and threw in here, because it was literally just a pack in the bottom of the box, loose, which is a little odd. Okay, how do I do this? Is this just one off the back? We'll go with a fire. Okay, did that right. Spin it around, and let's start off. We have Surskit, Darumaka, Froakie, Bound Sweet, Magnezone. I do think I only have one of those, so that is a nice card to get. Crabominable, Mawile, Combee Reverse, Salandit Reverse, and on the end, Scizor. Alright, so nothing in there. I know there's a lot of people who like the single packs. I don't. I seem to have really terrible luck with them usually. I think I opened a few singles of Paradox Rift that had some good stuff in them, but other than that, any of the ones that have come with this cardboard outer shell have been kind of terrible for me. So let's see if we can break that streak here. So, still have never pulled just the regular Spidops EX, and I actually don't think I have Arcanine EX either. But I've pulled every other card up to the set number in base set. So, let's see if we can get something new here. Spidops would be amazing. We'll go with an Electric Energy. And we will spin it around. We have Dolive, Claxley, Poniard, Crushing Hammer, Rock Chestplate, Satitan, Team Star Grunt, Bisharp Reverse. That card looks unfamiliar to me, which makes me feel like I don't have many of it. So that's cool. Riolu Reverse, and Skeledirge. Definitely have that, but I do believe the one I had was poorly cut. So maybe this one is slightly better centered at the very least. Alright, Fusion Strike. I don't know anything about this set. I don't like opening these either. I always feel like I'm gonna bend the pack inside it. Sorry, I feel like I'm very negative all of a sudden, but okay. There is the front, and I'm just gonna show because I've never seen it, so interesting enough for me to look at. Boltund on the front. And I don't know what the chase card in this one is, or what the high value cards are in this one, but this will all be new to me, so it should all be exciting. I think I showed the back, I don't know if that matters. There's the code. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, right? And dark fiber. Spin. Alright. I'm going to go a little slow, just because I've never seen these before. Excadrill. Dubwool. Spongy Gloves. I kind of hate them. They make me feel uncomfortable. Vulpix. That's nice art. It's very pretty Vulpix. Drillbur. Digging away. Bunnelby. Happy as can be. I've noticed this. Is that Sui? Yeah, Sui. S-U-I? I assume that's how you say that. I've noticed that art style a lot. Very standout art style. Very cute. Mudkip with a little Sandygast in the back. Very cute. Caterpie. That looks similar to the full art Caterpie from 151. The special illustration. That looks very similar to that art. That's cool. Oricorio Reverse, and that is a rare, so that's nice at the very least. And on the end, hey, all right, we got something. Greninja V. Very cool. So that is the only Fusion Strike that I will probably ever possess in my collection. And our one-off Sun and Moon pack, which makes me nervous because if they could tell which packs were what, they could have potentially in the warehouse gone through and just thrown in the shitty ones. So I don't expect there to be anything good in here, but you never know. Maybe we'll get something. Okay. Code. We have 1, 2, 3 to the front. Now, I do believe at this point fairy type stuff was still a thing. So I'm going to guess a fairy energy, which could be our only opportunity to ever see one on this channel. Nope. Alright. We have Big Malasada, Hypno, Pokeball, Morlul, Sandygast, Dratini, adorable, like that a lot. There's some fairy for you, so it definitely was at this time. Alolan Diglett, Bounsweet, Team Skull Grunt. That's actually a very cool reverse pattern. Very shiny. I like that. I don't remember them being so shiny, but that's neat. And our last card is... Wow! Okay. I don't know if that's worth anything, but that's really cool. I was not expecting that. Okay. Wow. Awesome. And there's a very cool hexagon pattern in the background there. Ilima. Ilima? I-L-I-M-A, I believe. One of the characters from Sun and Moon. It's been long enough now that I don't remember. It's a gym leader, right? I think. The first one. Anyway, very, very cool. I am extremely happy with that. Awesome. So, overall, what are my impressions of this box? Well, part of it does matter what the prices ended up being. If I got all of this stuff for significantly cheaper than what I would have had to pay for it had I bought them all individually, then I would say the novelty of opening the box and not knowing what you're gonna get and being like, ooh, what is it, was worth $50 if, let's just say, this pile of stuff would have cost me $75. It's like, okay, I got it $25 off and there was a fun novelty to it. And that's cool. If you collect all the stuff the Pokémon Center releases, you might be more interested in this. Or if you collect some of everything the Pokémon Center releases, you might be more interested in this. Because I figure if you collect everything, you're only going to get things that you already have. But if you're like, oh, I dabble in the figurines, I dabble in the pins, I buy card sleeves for my decks, whatever, this could be a fun way to explore some of the stuff they have. I do wish there were more card packs. 4 seems light to me, and if it's Obsidian Flames, which they have 1,000 of, throw an extra couple of Obsidian Flames in there. But I really like the idea that you can get older sets. I mean, seeing Sun Moon base set was awesome. I was really surprised to see that and pull something from it. So that's really cool. Would I ever get this again? Likely not this version. If they release another version in the future, like if this is really popular and they start doing this regularly, where I feel like it's less so just their backlog of stuff that they're trying to get out of their warehouses and more so like actually stuff that you could potentially get a deal on, I would recommend it. So I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. Make your own decisions on how you want to spend your money, but there's my 2 cents. So I guess at the end of the day, hard yes, hard no. Would I recommend? I'm going to go with yes. Give it a shot if it looks like fun. I pre-ordered this. I don't know if they're still available. When I was looking at the website briefly before I started recording just to remind myself what was in this box, it did say unavailable, and I'm not sure if that meant the pre-order is unavailable because now it's out, or if it meant the product itself is completely unavailable. So I don't really know, but definitely a cool idea. I'd like to see more of it in the future. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am starting to record fresh again. I've been working through backlog stuff for more than a year. I took a really long break from this. I stopped buying cards entirely for a while, and the addiction has taken full hold, as I'm sure you can tell by the background. That's just some of what I have amassed and am ready to open. So expect more videos, expect more regular videos, and hopefully you enjoyed this enough that you'll be back in the future. So I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you back here again soon.